Hi everyone, welcome. So today we're gonna do things a little bit backwards today, and we're gonna be starting with some desserts. So we're gonna be doing some baked apples. So we're gonna be making these using our lovely new apple core. Well, it's a core, it can be used for a bunch of different things, but we're gonna be using it today with our apples, and we are gonna be stuffing our apples with a delicious oat mixture and then baking them on one of our brand new fusion stoneware stones, and we're gonna be making it in our air fryer in 30 minutes. So I love this recipe, it's delicious, and I've been telling my mom that I'd be making one for her, and I keep not getting to it. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna make some baked apples. So I'm just gonna bring you guys down onto our workspace here. So really easy recipe. There's not a whole lot to it. So I'm just gonna put our apples off to the side for a moment, and we're just gonna get the insides all ready. We're gonna use one of our silicone prep bowls here. So these are a set of 3, the largest being 3 cups worth. And they all come with these awesome little lids as well, so there's usually leftovers with this recipe. So first and foremost, we're gonna take a cup of oats. So this is in our measuring cup. This is the 1 cup size, and then it does come in a larger size also in comparison. So these guys are really handy. I love that they have the unique feature of having your liquids and then the solid feature as well. So I'm also going to be using it for some brown sugar. We have half a cup of brown sugar that we're going to use, and we're going to be using, again, the collapsible side there. Now, the thing I love about these the most is anytime you're working with something that's a little bit more viscous, even say with our brown sugar or peanut butter, things like that, you're really able to stuff in to get exactly what your measurement is, and then you're able to just nice and easily squeeze out all of your ingredient. So we'll get all of our brown sugar here. All right, and we're gonna add that in. So this is what I mean. We have all that nice fully and nice packed in, and then with just a simple push, we'll be able to get all of that ingredient right into our bowl. So lastly, we have a little bit of butter we're gonna use. That's been out a little bit just to get nice and softened. And then we're also gonna add one of our new spices with Pampered Chef. This is our cinnamon spice. There's this one and also a cinnamon combo that were just brand new coming out. So I'm gonna be using a teaspoon of our cinnamon blend as well. I'm gonna be using one of our measuring spoons here. Now these guys are great. They come all nice and stacked, easy together, measuring as low as 1/8 teaspoon all the way up to your tablespoon size. So we're gonna add in our teaspoon of our cinnamon, and then that is it. We're gonna mix all this up, and we're just going, I believe the baking term is we're going to cut the butter into the mixture. So what that means is just softening the butter up. It's usually helpful if you start it in little bits of chunks, and then sometimes it's nice just to give it a nice little mix, but the easiest that I have read is to just go in and use your hands. So I'm gonna let that sit just for a moment, and then we're gonna get our hands involved. But before that, I'm just gonna get our apples all nice and cored. So we have our apples here, we have our core, really easy, really awesome. It's just as simple as that. It has one little spring loaded there just to release your core, but just a matter of grabbing your apple, and you're gonna go right down to the center. You're gonna give it a good firm push, and then a little bit of a twist, and that's it. Nice and easy. Now this is going to be also great, just being able to do the core. If some of you know Pampered Chef products, we have a great core and slicer, but the core is really nice for if you wanted to use it to make some great apple slices, to dehydrate or things like that. So it's really handy, makes it really easy instead of having to go in with a knife and try and cut that core out nice and full. So perfect. All right, now we're gonna go back to our insides here, and I'm gonna go in with my hands because Always got to get our hands dirty at some point, right? So we're just gonna go in, we're gonna get all of that nice and mixed in together. And then what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna use this mixture to stuff inside our apples, and then they're gonna bake for 30 minutes in our air fryer. And they turn out so delicious. And then we're gonna actually do a new feature for some topping with some fresh whipped cream that we're gonna make in our whipped cream maker with Pampered Chefs. I'm so excited to do that with you guys. Okay, so that feels good and mixed. So we've cut the butter and everything is all beautifully mixed inside. Now this part's a little bit messy, but it's worth it. So you're just gonna grab your apple, you're gonna put your hand at the bottom so that obviously the stuff doesn't come through, and we're just gonna get right in and messy, and we're just gonna fill our apple from the top. We're just gonna stuff everything in there as much as we can, and this ends up being so good. It warms it from the inside. It literally ends up tasting like you're eating just like a lazy apple pie. Such a great recipe for something quick. If you needed just a quick dessert idea, it's nice and easy. So we're gonna stuff that nice and full, as you can see there. So that's one done. Get the other one all nice and stuffed. And then afterwards, we have some great ideas for some toppings with this delicious recipe as well. So get that all nice and stuffed in. All right, and there is apple number 2. We'll put that right on our block. All right. Give a quick little hand rinse over here, and then we're gonna head over to our air fryer. So you guys are gonna get a sneak peek at the air fryer because that is due to come up on some posts for tomorrow for you guys. So we're gonna take, this is one of our racks for the air fryer. So you can see it has a good decent size. We're gonna put our stone right on top there. And then I'm just gonna take you guys with me. So I'm just gonna turn our camera. So there's our delicious apples. Don't they look so good? We're gonna head over to our air fryer. So for those of you that are new to Pampered Chef, this is our awesome air fryer. So a little sneak peek. This is the inside of our air fryer. So nice and big, has different levels for your racks. It's got a rotisserie, it's got a whole bunch of stuff. So I will get more in depth with that with you guys later. But for this awesome recipe, we're just gonna go ahead and slide our apples right in. And again, we're gonna put that on a bake setting. Oh, there we go. We're gonna put on, it's because I already had this preset and then and then I tried to make it so that it would work easy. Okay, 1 second. Technical difficulties. We're gonna get that on bake setting, and then it's gonna be for half an hour, and we're gonna have some delicious, nice and gooey apples all ready to go. And then afterwards, we're gonna also jump in, and when those are finished, I'm gonna show you guys a really exciting product that I haven't gotten to try yet. The whipped cream maker. So I'm really excited to try this. I got this in last week and I haven't tried it yet. So this lovely guy, we're gonna be able to make our own homemade whipped cream. So we're gonna be using some cream here, and then we're going to make it a little bit funky, and we're gonna add some pumpkin pie spice as well. So join me in about half an hour and I will be back to show you guys how we top and finish off our lovely baked apples. Thanks everybody.